They're going to end him the way they did that lady in Abuja or the guy in Abuja, that madam of Abuja. They will do it. Nigeria is a savage country. You cannot survive there practicing that lifestyle openly. Nobody will protect you. Nobody will guide you. Nobody will support you. You have to leave that country. It's literally leave. And it doesn't mean that Bobrisky no be the only one will be Gabriel in Nigeria. There are so many Gabriel in Nigeria. If I tell you there's so many Gabriel, so many of them. Now, so many of them. Who made Bobrisky billionaire? Who make Bobrisky millionaire that she is today? How many of his haters if he drive a G-Wagon? How many of his haters get house for Lekki? Multiple houses for Lekki? So now somebody, they make him that. Now somebody. Then she can't do good as well. Bobrisky is actually good. Is actually good at marketing herself. Maybe too good to her own disadvantage. So the thing where they happen to Bob now, I know like him. I know like him. I get hurt. I know like him. I know go like him. I know like him say all Nigeria just there against the guy. Social media led by very dark man. Social media led by a very dark man attacking this man. If I want to ask una question, make una just take una mouth talk am. All of now where they fire this guy. If this guy now go carry something, drink am, pie, una go happy. Joanne, I live in the UK. Roland, I live in the UK. I will call anybody the name they want me to call them. If Bobrisky want to be pronounced as she, I will call her she. Sorry, I am not in Nigeria. I'm not in your country where you guys do whatever. So if you come on my platform, you say, Mr. Ben, my name is he. I will call you he. If you say she, I will call you she. Simple as that. Sorry that you often hear me saying he or she. Whatever Bobrisky prefer is what I will call them. That's my own. I don't mean any disrespect in that way. But this is one thing that I want to let a lot of us understand today. I don't know how many of you remember when Bobrisky first started, when he came out for the first time. They basically catch them in a hotel somewhere in Lagos, many of them. And Bobrisky was among those people. Or no, it was James Brown they catch in a hotel. Bobrisky was basically picked up when he wear one native cloth like Ankara like that, and he was having one pose, dressed like a man, dark skin, very dark skin. At that time, they catch him, they put him for motor, carry and go sell. But now from that day, Naima they follow the guy. Then he can't they do TikTok, come. He can't they do no. What did he do before? He they do Snapchat. He was very good at Snapchat. From Snapchat, he began to get attention. Then he graduated to TikTok, Instagram, social media. The guy was making the best use of it. Bobrisky don't develop past Nigeria. How many of you see how Bobrisky take started? He don't develop past Nigeria. He don't grow past Nigeria. With all the hate, where would they hate him? All of us, where would they abuse him? This guy no agree. He get him mouth. He they take and they talk. He they make him money. He they make him money. Make we take him easy, I beg. This kind of thing. I know if I come out now and begin to like shout, Bobrisky is a this, you will see 100 people following right now. 100 people. If I come out now and I begin to abuse Bobrisky is mad. He's a colomenta. He's this. Soft want to join us. Soft, come and join us and talk about this Bobrisky matter with me, I beg. Softy. Softy, how are you? I'm very good. Thanks for joining. So I was talking about this Bobrisky matter. I'm saying, like, do you think that guy should remain in Nigeria? His life is basically at risk. Oh.
I think Bobrisky was supposed to be at the House of Rep today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a statement was released today as well that there was no proof that Bobrisky was not in the prison. Also today, yesterday, not today, on Monday, yeah, Bobrisky was arrested at Steme. So now my question is this: how come coincidentally everything just happened in a day? It's either they're just trying to stage something because they don't want people to know what's going on. And if Bobrisky should come out and make a speech, a lot of people are going to go down. So I feel Bobrisky is safe. Like, the guy is very safe in Nigeria. He can't even leave Nigeria. He's safe in Nigeria because he has some kind of money laundering case that was wiped out. He has some kind of other issues that have been wiped out. So I feel like the guy, he has the strong men in Nigeria backing him up. So
do you think continue navigating all this hatred that is coming to his way, do you think he can survive it? Do you know if Bobrisky go market now, they beat him there, nothing will go happen?
What makes you feel they hate Bobrisky? What makes you feel Bobrisky is not safe?
I feel like the internet, if you follow what is trending on internet, it's bad,
You know the internet, yeah. The internet is actually deceitful, in the sense that people can say trash on the internet, but when you get to see the person, you're different. You can't do nothing.
Yeah, because actually you are right. You are right, because how can Bobrisky be in a jail and he receive over 100 million?
Yeah, how is it possible?
Who could have thought of that?
Yeah, so I feel like Bobrisky is actually safe. He knows what he's doing. It's all games. They are just doing things, So I don't think Bobrisky is gonna go anywhere. It's gonna be in Nigeria. He can't even live anywhere. Bobrisky can't live in any other country aside Nigeria because they're gonna arrest him as hush puppy. He's not living on social media, He has his own indie thing he's doing, and he has strong people. So the safest place for Bobrisky to be is Nigeria, I think. My view, though.
I don't know. Bobrisky never claimed again. If you wanna notice, Bobrisky never claimed that he's Gabriel.
No, he never.
Bobrisky also, because for people who know Bobrisky, they say Bobrisky they not cool man where as person. If like say that camouflage na just to take and they do marketing.
Bobrisky is Gabriel. He is. If you listen to that voice note, yeah. If you listen to, I think there was a screenshot that VDM said. It said something like, the man that gave Bobrisky, loaned Bobrisky money, and Bobrisky refused to give the money back to the man.
He said the man kiss him.
Yeah, So if you're not Gabriel, how is that possible? And how comfortable will you be for a man to just kiss you? He is. It is,
But that man, why we not consider the man now? The man will bring this trouble. I be interested in make we know the man.
Yeah, Vidium has to protect the man's identity.
I think the man name will come up later. God Bobrisky will finally release that man name.
And that thing is, I feel like if I feel like there's more to it, and they've got more audios and audios and more things that they're actually keeping away from
the public. People. The public.
Because if Bobrisky as a person, which we know Bobrisky got loud mouth, if he has nothing else to hide, he would have done something to that man. He would have actually leaked out the man's name. He would have said something like, oh, Mr. James actually said this, you know, he did this, he did that. But if you notice, in the whole thing, he never mentioned his name.
He never called the man name.
Do you want to tell me that Bobrisky does not know the man? He does. So why didn't he say? And we all know Bobrisky to be a loudmouth to somebody. You don't just do things to him, you know. So I feel there's more to it though.
So
it's just
hello.
It's just sad that VDM, I don't think he's gonna win this. Even if he's gonna win it, it's not gonna be easy for him.
I think my advice for VDM is this. A lot of people don't like when we give him advice. They say because we're jealous. We know they're jealous, though, Baba. My advice for that guy is that guy needs to start setting his priority now. You have to grow up from normal noise to real contribution. Once you can get to the level where Nigerians trust you enough to hand over 200 million for you to start your charity, you have to be proactive. There are things you cannot be dragging yourself at. And it's really, instead of trying to be an advocate for the good that you want to do, you want to take a personal fight. That would defeat you. There's a lot of enemy, but I have told Very Dark Man, those of us that come online to call you out, we are actually your friend. There are so many enemies you have, both in government and in private sector, and they want you down, including people that are donating money to you. You understand? So you have to really, really be wise. But unfortunately, VDM has grown and he has believed so much on his own voice. And we're going to leave it because for me, I'm not against what he's doing, but I'm against his method of doing things. He has a lot of followers. He's the biggest voice in Nigeria at the moment, unfortunately. If police do you anything, you go call VDM. If your wife cheat, you need DNA, you go call VDM. If your bleaching cream spoil your body, you go call VDM. Anything will happen. If your wife cheat, you go call VDM. If your pikin no sleep for house, you go call VDM. That is a failed country.
Well, now you want me to speak on that because that's where I was aiming to get.
I'm coming. That is a failed nation. A failed nation is a nation that creates a hero from an individual because the institution has failed.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
Go ahead, Machiavelli. Go ahead, my brother.
You see, now, good evening, host.
Good evening.
I joined you because there was this conversation you were actually going to.
Yes.
First of all, when injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty.
Unbelievable. Yes.
So a lot of people do not know. See, your platform is set out to speak on him. You don't know that VDM, he started making his priorities when he saw that he was actually going too far. He started knowing that, okay, this is what I want to do. He already understands this is what he's putting. He has gone into it and there's no turning back. But has he done something that is unbelievable? The answer is a capital yes. Because more than what he has done, more than what a DPO can even recover.
Before I go on, everything in this video is allegedly.
Into your system, it should be protected under the Whistleblowing Act.
Yes.
Because you don't have an institution that actually functions according to the law, this is what it replicates. It gives room to people then standing. Go and listen, go and read the novel that says The Animal Farm. Exactly what is this? So do not blame. You see, the only thing I'm trying to say here, the Bobrisky or whatever he or she calls its name does not have a case here.
Absolutely.
To go.
Absolutely.
But the only case he wants to go and fight is with the correctional facilities who does not even know what they're doing. You see, when you go and look at the statement that was being asked by the man who was actually wearing the correctional uniform, and one of the panel asked him, "Are you actually working for the institution, or you're working for you're talking for yourself?" Because he or she doesn't even understand.
Doesn't even understand. You look confused.
He doesn't even understand. You see, there's something that goes on in this country where you ask a police officer during the protest, and the police officer walk up to you and say, "Don't go there." And you ask this, and I ask this police officer question: "Are you under your oath today, sir?" He doesn't even understand what I'm saying. So, how do you vet these people then? How do you vet them? See, there's something that is not right. It's an institutional failure.
Do you know the same prison that we're talking about? During Buhari regime, Boko Haram traveled from Mina. They came down to Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. So they came down to the Federal Capital Territory. They went to maximum security prison. They released all of their inmates. They released everybody. They waka.
You've said a lot of things here, but Nigerians need to understand that while you are pursuing your tribal nonsensical vuvuzela, there's something going behind the scene that you don't even know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Begin to kind of fight yourself on the social media saying you don't belong here, you don't belong here, when you know the giant of Africa has been reduced into the giant of termite. You don't even know. If you believe that all what you are seeing now or what you are playing on the social media by abusing one person and telling the person it does not belong here in this Nigeria, when your constitution says everybody is equal to the law, then you are using your first step ladder to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
That is it.
If you think all these things are going to yield you dividends, you are deceiving yourself.
Absolutely.
You see, somebody, if you ask me, I live in this Nigeria, I don't even have a state of origin, neither local government of origin, because your constitution says you are a Nigerian. So how dare you now come in to tell somebody that he does not live here? You are busy catching crews. Something is actually not right in our system. We are going backwards.
I think if you go, Soft, say something before I go to where I want to.
It's just that's why I join you, because I don't join some conversations that actually doesn't mean it. Because a lot of our people are carried away by the charade.
Yes, and this is the problem we have when I believe that social media is for good. That is one of my own. We can do so much good with this, but in a situation where cloud chasing and money driven content is the order of the day, the main conversation is lost. I was present on Daddy Freeze show today. They don't have in-depth. You can see that Daddy Freeze is looking for how much people are beating on the social face of the case. Like, there's no proper conversation. Like, I want to ask Daddy Freeze, which offense did Bobrisky committed in Seme? Which petition or announcement that, okay, Bobrisky, you are wanted, and he refused to answer it? A lot of people will say, oh, they needed him in Abuja. They needed him in Abuja. But under which announcement? When we get to a state of a level, a state of a nation where a citizen can be arrested, withhold to exercise his own liberty, to enjoy freedom, because the social media says so, we have lost it. Nigeria is currently on autopilot, and I will say it over and over again. We are not operating as a state. We are operating as a failed state. A failed state is where the police turn against the citizen they're supposed to protect, and they guide the bosses against them, just like the colonial rule. The police was set up during the colonial rule to guide the colonial masters. So the police in Nigeria and the security architecture in Nigeria are basically working against the people, protecting the oppressors in the system. So we are all, that's why I love the book you mentioned, Animal Farm. If you have not read the book, go there. By the time you finish this third page, you will know that book, you must finish it. Because
I just want to quickly chip in something.
Go ahead.
Just go down. Yeah. The thing is, I remember while growing up, I always said something. I always tell people when they talk about politics and when they talk about government, when they talk about Nigerian and all that, I'm not interested. I've never been interested. I don't want to know why. I lost interest because our educational system is failed. Everything is failed. Economy is failed. So what is there to talk about?
Exactly.
You know, what are we talking about? Who are we fighting against? What are we doing? The question should be, can we have Nigerians that are not going to snitch on each other, that could stand and fight for the country? It's more than being on social media, having a conversation, talking about it. I believe whatever I'm doing, I believe in action.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
it's
So
good.
you're right.
The awareness is good. It's lovely, you know. That's why sometimes when I come online and I'm on your live, I would just want to observe, you know. The awareness is good. But the fact that people are gullible in Nigeria, you see, can you imagine a full congregation that's worshiping a man? How do you want to help these people? What can we do? Can you imagine a man selling water for 5,000 naira to people that can't feed?
Indoctrination.
What's going on? Okay, now we're trying to say the government, it's beyond the government at this stage.
No.
No,
You know?
I think what I want to say is this. It's not. It's
beyond. See, I'm telling you, it's beyond.
So, do you know what?
McVilla, it's beyond the government. The
Do you know why I said
is
no?
the people.
Do you know why I said no?
Oh, okay,
I disagree.
okay,
I'm gonna tell you this, my sister.
Okay.
There's the point. Now, when you say government is beyond the people, now what you ask yourself, what is government? This is an institution.
See.
Wait, let me
Nigeria is meant to be a state.
Responsibility.
Nigeria is meant to be a state.
Yes,
That is being governed by people. But now the question now is, the people that are there governing the state, are they doing it?
You see, a lot of people that say
do they even stick to their laws?
Soft. I'll tell you.
We've got borders, we've got boundaries. What is going on?
Okay.
You make the law, you don't stick to it. So what is happening?
Because it's a failed state.
I live here in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the problem we have, the citizens are not the problem. Stop telling the people should stop telling the citizens they are the problem.
It's not.
You have to ask, what is the purpose of government and what is government?
Boom.
What is government? An institution through which the will of a country or a society can be formulated and attained. Please underline that statement. Yeah. Now wait, hold on. I'll tell you, Nathan. There are people saddled with the responsibility by the constitution of the law of the land, which is the constitution is the supreme law. So it has actually given you the power. It said the power. You have the executive, you have the legislative, you have the judiciary. Now, what are these three functions? The executive execute the law, the legislative they make the laws, and the judiciary they interpret the law. And what are the police? The police are to maintain law and order. What is the military? Is to actually make sure that the country is being policed or being actually guided.
It's secure, internally and externally. Yeah.
Now, all these things I've just listed, they are all institutions saddled with the responsibility by the Constitution under the Act. Now, if you then go to Section 14, that says that is why you see them raising their hand. They say, I will defend this country, the citizen, and his property. Has it been done?
No.
The answer is a capital never. So who has failed? Is you, the institution mandated by the law to steer the country into prosperity. You have steered it into where? A state of hopelessness. Then you're blaming the citizen who actually is telling you. It's like you employ me to work for you. The reason you employ me to work for you is to provide you dividends or profit. Now I am beginning to tell you X, Y, and Z. What do you tell me? You sack me straight up because you're not going to be entertaining those kind of nonsense. That's what it is. So who do you think is the employee here? They are the employees. You are the employer, the citizen, and the government. The democracy actually says government of the people,
for the people, by the people,
for the people. So now equate it to what is going on. Are you going to not blame the people? You are working for me. I am not working for you. The taxpayers' money is used to what? To pay these people. So why are you not doing your job? Do you know what institution means? It's like building a house without a pillar. The house is going to collapse. So why do you think that when Nigerian jets out of this country, they don't pay on the billboard over there? Why? Because the institution will deal with them. Why is it not dealing with us? There is a problem which is called the institutional problem. It's simple. We should stop blaming the citizen. They have nothing to do. Because if you educate me, more, I will know the laws. And what are laws? The rules of actions established by an authority. An example is a state. So all these things puzzle it together and then establish a fact. The government, the institutions have failed the nation.
I was talking to I was talking to somebody that is in the government recently. The person came to the UK and I have opportunity to just hang out with them a little bit. And then we are talking, and we are talking about this Nigeria. And the guy looked at, because where I parked my car, because his sister was having a wedding, then I went there. Where I parked my car, I need to pay. So I was like begging them, let me go and pay, let me go and put money. And he was looking at me. So when I came back, he said, you are rushing too much to go. I said, I have to put money in the car because they will give me a ticket. Then we started talking about politics. Did anybody in the community in that UK stop me? No, because I know there is a law. People will come for me, and that is it. But in a situation in Nigeria, nothing works because the responsibility of the state has been decimated beyond repair. That is why you see Nigeria is in a hopeless state. Let me tell you something. We are in a hopeless state, and the government knows this. What they do is they do this divide and rule mentality, which is the origin of the British. So they make sure the poor is against themselves, but they are together. Peter B is greeting Tiku, happy birthday. He's greeting Tinubu, it's my senior brother, happy birthday. They are all together. They are brothers. They are friends. That is why you see when one president is going, the other president that is taking over is not punishing the old one, because they are in the same gangs. But the enemy we build, the enemy of Buhari that turn out to start supporting Atiku, outside, the community have burned each other's houses. They have made you to go and burn your neighbor's house because of politics. But these people attend each other's wedding. They attend each other's birthday. We are out because it's a state capture. Let me tell you something. The citizens are hopeless. We are gone. That is why you see non-state actors are taking over the country. They are churches are building schools to take over the state. Churches are doing things that they can only dream of it in the United Kingdom. I was in China one time, and on Sunday, I will look at all my Igbo friends. They have nowhere to go. They will go to somebody's house, and they will be tagged, hallelujah, in the name of Jesus, hallelujah. You know, they cannot raise their voice because they say state managed. You are not allowed. You are not allowed. Once a Nigerian step out of Nigeria, we know how to obey the law because there's a rule. Nigerians know how to obey the law in Nigeria, but there's no state. There's nobody that is implementing it and properly implement it. So we are in short, I think we are like somebody that learned how to sew clothes and never know properly how to cut and sew. He got a freedom. And then I don't know, my brother, I don't know whether Nigeria is going to ever be a state that work for itself. I don't.
I'll give you 2 reasons.
I don't know. Yeah.
Tell me. The purpose of you having your platform is to educate the people out of indoctrination. That's number one. And how do you do this? You are doing that. And how many people is actually replicating this on ground? This is the point. If you go to my constituency now, if I come out of my door now, a lot of people are just working in a zigzag direction. We don't have hope. There's nothing on ground. So the point is that first, we need to first of all capture the minds of the people, take them out of indoctrination, because if you don't understand the problem, you don't even know how to solve it. That's what is wrong with us.
It's bad.
You see? So we need to first of all get these people out of it. Then later, you need to call the 6 geopolitical zones to have what is called a national dialogue. Because all of us have been sidelined in this country. Nobody, everybody will tell you, oh, it's no. Everybody in the whole Nigerian has been sidelined by the system. So we need to come together to have a national dialogue. It will look like a Puta panel where we're going to be speaking our minds. Then after then, we draft another constitution that actually speaks our mind, our values, and our culture. You get in the whole thing. So with that constitution, everybody will be binded by law that if you actually speak of this, if you are put there and you actually speak nonsense, you'll be dealt with. then everybody will then understand that we do not care if the cat is black or white, as far as it can catch its mice. But when catching the mice, they must understand that there are dynamics on ground. That dynamics must be followed according to the law. That is the only way. And then we then need to decentralize the power. If we don't decentralize this thing, we're still going to be having this back and forth. You see, anybody can agitate if you want, the way you want. You cannot agitate. But the point is that do we have anything like referendum in the current Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? The answer is no.
It's capital no.
Now, for you to do that, you need to really go and speak to your House of Rep members to actually table that as a bill. Then, if it passes the 2/3 majority, it needs a 2/3 majority for it to pass. Then it then go to the president to assign it to become a law. That's when they can amend that into the Constitution. But until then, anybody that is agitating, that is why you see them charging them with treasoning, because it's not there. But nobody wants to educate these people, like, stop fighting yourself unless we sit down. But
once I understand,
will it solve the problem? No. The problem, we need to solve it first. Then we start thinking of anything like decentralization of power. If you want to decentralize power without changing the system, there's going to be another problem.
But the problem we have is this: our leaders, look at the way just look at the way you put it. It's like a manuscript. It's like a blueprint. There is a possibility for Nigeria to reset itself, but it's never going to happen. I'm sorry, because the leaders are not ready, and we are indoctrinated in a way where we are not ready to prepare the food, to light the light, to wash the plate, to eat the food. We just want to go and eat the food. Nobody's ready for this. Nigeria has been decimated. They are no longer thinking, and the leaders are aware of this, unfortunately, and they will always take advantage of the public when it comes to this. What is the agenda of what is the? Yeah, we are doing our best we can do. Yes. Because if you see, I live in the UK. If we,
I'm doing my best to educate every constituent.
I absolutely understand. I absolutely understand you. Let me explain something to you. This is one of the most difficult fights of our generation, and unfortunately, voices like us are not popular. We are interjecting. I have said it that I created my platform like 7 years ago, and I didn't create it for monetary gain. In short, I've lost a lot doing it. And what I did was this: I saw what was going on, and I always want to ask questions that people are avoiding. I always want to go the direction people don't want to go, because I believe Nigeria have this herd mentality where they follow crowd without stepping down and stop and say, "Is this okay? Shall we all go that direction?" I don't want to do that. And you are not in that category, because I see the way you articulately mention things that need to be done for a nationhood to be achieved. But unfortunately, my brother, let me tell you, our people are not ready. If we turn this TikTok now into breast and competition, you will see crowd right now.
That's what I'm telling you.
No, I'm telling you. If we turn it now, if we turn this page now into who have the biggest balloon, you go see how many people will be here right now. And it will not be foreign now, it will be the same Nigerians that will be here. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, okay, is it really worth it? Is it worth it? If you look at our national dialogue at the moment, what people are talking about, what is important, we are buying petrol at the moment, 1,100 and something naira. And for the last 2 weeks, what Nigerians are interested in is Bobrisky.
Why we call it a diversion? Because this is what you don't know. So something that you will be looking at. Why do you think somebody like me, I will not watch anything called BB Niger?
Yes.
I'm sorry to say, because that is another indoctrination that people don't know. They give you something to watch, and whereby on the other side something is going on somewhere.
Something is going on. The president returned back to Nigeria 2 days ago. And suddenly, Bobrisky, just 2 days ago, the president returned back to Nigeria. No policy, nothing. Then Bobrisky appeared in SMA. Bobrisky has been arrested. It has become the whole news, all of the blogs.
We have other issues that are actually mind trouble.
Nobody is looking at it. As long as it drives traffic, as long as let me just explain something to you. Few days ago, I was watching Tunde Ednut page, and Tunde Ednut posted this short clip from the vice president of World Bank projecting that Nigeria will be in this struggle for the next 15 years. Okay, on a video, senators were there. There was a conference in Nigeria, and the guy was there to present. He said the policy of Tinubu has to continue like this for the next 15 years. That is a serious projection against our country or for our country, for whatever way. That is a consigning projection that should make everybody worried. Tunde had not posted it. Even when you look at the video, between the people that were sitting in the hall when the vice president of World Bank said this, people were like, no, 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 no. Then they posted the video. And I happened to be part of the people that watched the video for the first 11 minutes. Guess what Nigerians are asking for in the comment section? The first comment was, the second comment, somebody says, it's my birthday, wish me happy birthday.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, yes.
Coming from World Bank to tell you that they own money, and this policy that they tell you to, their reforming policy, it's going to take you another 15 years to grow.
And
You see a concern about that.
And somebody was under the comment section commenting, it's my birthday today, wish me happy birthday. The first person to wish me happy birthday, God will bless you. And I'm looking, and I had to go and click on the person's profile to see his face. He's a man with children, he has kids. Then I'm like, this is how defeated we are. So this video that this person watched, so his own consign now is his birthday. Happy birthday to me, like a stranger saying happy birthday to him.
I see my
I'm worried. I'm really worried.
The people are the problem because they have been indoctrinated by a system that is captured. You still don't get it. How can the people then understand that there is a problem somewhere?
So
that's why you need to open your mind.
So
It's
yes,
the system that gives you that thing. When we were growing up at that time, I used to remember we have incentive that was put into the society. Do you still remember the Boys Brigade?
yes,
The Man of War?
yes,
The Boy Scout? The
yes,
Brownies?
yes,
The Guest Guy?
yes,
The, what's it called? Young Farmers Club?
yes.
Principals Club? All these incentive were to actually boosting the youth. Guess where? We don't have anything now. Everybody is just actually, when you hear this, you say, I want to japa. All you want to hear is, what do you do? I'm a G-boy. It becomes like a norms and a tradition in our society.
Yes.
This is just what is trending. But at the end, if you ask what is G-boy, it's the example of saying, I am stealing somebody's money.
I'm taking somebody's money.
With passion. And you see, you don't blame these people, because if the system was actually right, like what Soft said, they don't need to tell you, because when they come back from school, they have other activity to do, social activities to do. So that would then make them understand that they need to put the system where. You know the reason why people will say, why don't you open your platform? No, it doesn't mean that everybody must open their platform. Others who open the platform, you need to join them to do the sensitization. That's one. Number two, the reason I'm concerned is because the generation coming after us, they're going to ask us the question, how did we get here? This is the thing they're going to ask you. And what are you going to tell them? Oh, you have to blame the people. No, the people were not the problem, because you actually know the problem. What did you do then?
What did you do?
The leaders are going to go. In the next 20 years, these people you're saying that they're not going to be on that place anymore. They're going to bring another system.
Unfortunately, let us be realistic. Even when the leaders are going, the way Nigeria is formulated, there will always be, like I was saying the other day, A lot of people were calling Tinubu T-Pen all over, like T-Pen, Tinubu's pain, and a lot of abuse were going left and right. I've never come on my platform and abused the president, but I do criticize him. But then I'm looking at Nigerians, especially the blogs that are carrying it. Do you know if Tinubu's song called for a party today? Do you know who is in Nigeria we attended? If Tinubu's song call for a party today, say you want to do a party, birthday party at Hilton, the people that are criticizing his father would be the first person at the door. Why? Why? Are you listening to me?
Sorry, I couldn't see my thing anymore. Yes, of course they are going to go.
You're there. I said the people.
Because of the food.
Yes, the people. They will go there. We don't have principle. We are a nation of non-principle. We don't have it, and that is just the basic fact. If you are in this country right now and the prime minister of this country messed up, we don't go and do that. So, Isaac, are you there? Hello, Isaac.
Big brother,
how are you? How are you doing, Isaac?
Big brother, thank God for life. So longer my life, thank God for life. But,
how is the situation in Nigeria, brother?
Sir, I don't know what to say.
No, sorry, my brother. Sorry for your loss. I really sympathize with you. For those of us that are not aware, Isaac yesterday, unfortunately, his mother passed away, and Isaac
I'll not blame you because you're someone that you very busy. Even though you don't tell me, I know the kind of woman you can persuade me.
Yeah.
Your picture to your video to the go far away with the people you are communicating with, all the things that they see every day. So
thank you. So yesterday, Isaac here based in the UAE, and yesterday he lost his mom. And Isaac, we need our support. Isaac, pin your account on the comment section, and we're going to encourage our people that have Naira's account, whatever you have, please bless him. He's a man that is doing very struggling, but he's doing fine. At this point, I always do it. Whoever is on this platform that need help, we always try to bring them up and see, because that may be me tomorrow that will need help. Please pin your accounts on the comment section so that Nigerians with goodwill, people that watch this video later, people that are watching now, can bless you with something so that you can send money back home. I don't know if you can be able to travel. You know how we struggle when we jump out of the country. But God is on your side, and then I pray for healing for you, my brother.
Good evening, Mr. Ben.
My brother, long time no see. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Mr. Isaac, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. May God grant you and your family the fortitude to bear the loss. Yes, sir. Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
A long time. Though I was in your live yesterday on Instagram, though.
Oh, that was not even actually live. I made that video, and then what I did, I reposted it. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
So,
you know, you are one of the people I like. Even this Machiavelli, I wanted to actually greet him. I hope he comes back.
I hope he comes back. Oh, that guy is unbelievable.
He's actually very vocal about the happenings in Nigeria, because I do listen to him on on Thai. There is one Thai that do live on this TikTok as well. It's Thai.
Yeah, so
listen to him there also. He's a very vocal person,
and very knowledgeable as well. Very knowledgeable.
Sometimes I do listen to. That's why most times I do come to your life, because some of our people that are in diaspora, sometimes most of them will leave what is necessary and be talking about one nonsense that does not even make sense anywhere. There was one live I entered yesterday. They were just talking about criticizing tribal war. This same tribal war that has kept us in this mess. People will be fighting themselves. You are this thing, you are that, you are that. But the people that has kept you in this problem, They are eating together, dining together, but they are using petty tribal sentiments to now
divide you,
and you are still buying to it, and you are still fighting yourself, saying this is your problem, Yoruba is your problem, Igbo is your problem, and this. But now that everything is upside down, everybody is facing it. There is no place you go now, you buy fuel cheaper. The Yoruba people are buying it. The Igbo people are buying it.
Everybody is buying it at a very expensive price. Yes.
Everybody is buying it at very expensive this thing, which is the inflation has gone. Don't put it there.
Don't put them. Oh, thank you. So, go ahead. Go ahead.
Has gone high, and you leave it and be fighting yourself on online instead of talking about what is necessary.
They are not.
See all this Bobrisky and this thing VDM something.
Mm.
They are just doing it to push people's attention away.
It's a distraction.
Can you imagine that the reps of all the problems in Nigeria, the reps are focusing on discussing VDM and Bobrisky problem? When things are going out of hand, to buy a bag of local rice today, you will have to keep 120,000, which is your 1.5 month salary.
If you end up to that, oh, that's it.
If they approve minimum wage of 70,000, you will need to work 1 month and a half for you to be able to buy a bag of rice. In Nigeria, people are not talking about you, they're talking about tribal sentiment.
But hold on, are there people, adults, that live overseas that still carry this tribal nonsense on their head? I don't know. Maybe the algorithm, I don't see these videos. Sometimes I want to be interested to look at it. I don't see.
Of them. I just entered. See, they were just talking. I entered the platform. I just wanted to talk to them and all that. They were asking me, which tribe are you? Which tribe are you? I said, I'm a Nigerian. You don't need to bring tribe. If you're actually talking about the happenings in Nigeria, then it should be concentrate on the happenings in Nigeria. You shouldn't be asking of tribe. When I now started, I told them, I'm not going to tell you tribe. I'm a Nigerian. They brought me down. You know, and these people, they are in abroad where things are working, the rule of law, everything is in order. But in Nigeria, those things are not here. And you are still doing tribal business.
I think some people are in abroad. They are not in abroad, basically. I will be honest with you. I have seen some Nigerians in this country.
Some are there in their body, but they're
left. They are myopic. In short, some of them, they have lived in this country for 20 years. I tell you, the only time they cross Oyibo people is when they enter bus. Or when they enter bus, or when they go into their warehouse. So their level of education is very, very low from Nigeria. So when they got here as well, they are not very equipped to learn fast as well. And the worst of this department of people, I'm not going to lie to you, are Germany, Italy, all these countries. They are so laid back and backward in their mentality that when you hear them talking, they go into something that make no sense at all. Like tribal war, like fighting this. I understand you basically, but I try to avoid those people. I just avoid them.
Why the people that kept you in the problem are dining together? They're dying together. When they have this, and all of them will gather in one place and be greeting themselves, you know.
Also, another problem that we got is this. You know, when you've been watching this our show all the time, and I've always said, I said, don't make me your fan. I don't want to be your favorite person, because the problem of Nigeria is this: we like to make somebody a hero, and once we've done that, we cannot retrieve. For example, I want to use Very Dark Man as a key example now. Very Dark Man is doing well. His fan base believe that he can't do no wrong. Once you get to that level where somebody cannot do no wrong, you are done. Can you see, Mama? Okay, I think the guy is back. So just give me a time. I'll welcome him back again. So we are in a situation where people are just like, this is my hero, my internet hero. He cannot do no wrong. Anybody, anything the person did is fine. Anything Peter Obi do is fine. Anything Tinubu do is fine. Anything that, because I'm full, anything Whiskey do is fine. Anything Davido do is fine. I don't know. Where are we going with this mentality?
That's the problem.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Questions are not being asked. I want to bring something out briefly. Let's talk about this. I was in a forum and Davido uncle was dancing. And the dancing was funny. And somebody made a comment about it. I think there was a post about him. And the person that made the comment said, this guy should be showing us his achievement. And Nigerians should not lose focus in basically calling this governor out, so that we will not allow, because he's Davido's uncle, we will not be able to call him out. Somebody were abusing that man. That was a good point the man raised.
Yeah, it is.
Just because he's a Davido uncle does not mean he must perform as the best governor. People need to be after him and question his narrative, question his policy.
Yeah.
But Nigerians just follow this direction. Wizkid can never do no wrong in their eye. Davido cannot do no wrong in the eyes of Davido's fan. You will see adult, we get tail, we get Pekin for house, say in the FC of Wizkid. You come online, they call yourself FC. I am FC. I am a Ratto gang of very dark man. When did you get to that level of mediocrity?
No, it's funny.
Why, as an adult, you're supposed to be, okay, I am doing well now. Maybe I don't do well tomorrow. Correct me, speak against it. It makes me better. Don't just follow me like a blind moron. It's insanity. In this country, if a prime minister is bad, the first person that will change that prime minister is his own political party that will remove him. His own political party will remove him. Not outsider. The political party he come from, say, vote of no confidence. Somebody will raise up their hand, say, we are removing you as a prime minister. You are stepping down, and that's it. But in Nigeria, I cannot even question Very Dark. If Very Dark man say any nonsense now, that even his follower know is nonsense. If I question it, they will come and insult me.
Yes, they will attack you immediately.
They will just come, I'm like, can you guys just chill? Can you guys just cool down? Okay, let me just say this. I've already forgive Very Dark man, and I've already made my contribution to his charity, so that I know what I'm doing when I give that money to him day before yesterday. I gave that money so that I can be able to call him out with my receipt if he gone rogue tomorrow. This guy collected 100 million from Very Dark Don Jazzy. But this was the same guy that came out when Don Jazzy gave Bobrisky money and say, but Don Jazzy, I be all of una they knock the guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he made that statement, I corrected him. But his supporter cannot see beyond sentiment. Now the same Don Jazzy now turn around and wire you 100 million. And the other person was saying that this was an integrity test. That they tried, this money that the guy sent is an arrangement from the industry. That money is not from Don Jazzy. I'm telling you something, just listen, I was in a private forum where we talk about this. That money is not for Don Jazzy. Very Dark man have proven to be against the industry. Go against Ogib Kubana. Go against Polo. Go against everybody. Go against everyone. And suddenly, go against Very Dark man. Go against facts. Go against his father. And then people are looking. This guy say he doesn't want money. Then Kubana chief priest say he called Very Dark man and said, start collecting money. The guy say he doesn't want money. They are just looking at him.
Yeah, I listened to that also. I listened to that.
Now, all of a sudden, Don Jazzy went into his account and wired 100 million to him. And you can see the humbleness in his face. If I was Very Dark, I would return that money immediately. Because there's no justification to keep the money. Okay?
He's heavy attack, but he doesn't know.
It's a setup. I tell you something, it's a setup.
It's a setup, but he doesn't know.
It's a serious setup. Now, this is what I will say. Let me see very dark man criticize Don Jazzy tomorrow. Gist Lovana is posting that Don Jazzy is agege. Don Jazzy has came out and said it's not agege, that if anybody have evidence, they should present it. Do you notice that very dark man has avoided talking about all this kind of controversial topic on social media again? He went back to Bobrisky, easy target, right? I want very dark man to use this God-given platform for what it meant to be. He should stop all this year fight. It will expose him to the public.
Yeah, seriously.
This is a setup. I'm telling you, you will see. Oh, I kept my mouth quiet. It's a setup. 100 million. Who does that? Who has ever done that in Nigeria? Tell me. Which young person have done that in Nigeria? I beg, tell me, please.
Nobody. That this sound like a setup.
I've just told you now. I said I am in a forum where this forum is like a Telegram group, and somebody was basically.
Right, you know, we say just sort of listen to Mr. Ben. He what they fear me, Mr. Ben what they fear me. He heard. We may not believe today, but market is heavy setup for that guy, but that guy doesn't know.
He doesn't know, and his follower cannot even fathom the understanding to see that what is going on here. Now he raised about 200 and almost 250 million. Now this is what's gonna happen. Very dark man need to come out and show us a blueprint of what he want to do with the money. When you raise money for charity, it's not your money.
Yeah, it's not.
It is a public money. That is why I went to put my money there so I can talk tomorrow. I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not setting him up, but I'm planting my own seed so that I can say, bro, you raise money to do this. Why are you buying a brand new G-Wagon? What's going on? Because very dark man need to take a break. Go and learn what you want to do. If you want to learn a charity, call people that are smarter than you, wiser than you. Let them be advising you. All this bravogado on internet is not going to earn any result. That is my own advice for him. But going forward, I wish him all the best of luck. I hope that the assumption that we're assuming that this may be a setup is not a setup, but I question the narrative. The guy just insulted Don Jazzy last week, and Don Jazzy wired him 100 million. 100 million. Who has done that in Nigeria industry? Who? Not even a government official have done that before. And you are sending the money to somebody that even have no blueprint. He just came online and said, I want to do children setup. I have registered my NGO. Go pay me money. So contribute my people. No hard copy. No plan that you can hold. If you have any plan that you see very dark man plan, step by step, building structures. If there's anything like that, let me see it. I don't have it.
There is nothing like that. It was just an aura.
It was an aura, and he's getting 200 to 250 million, and nobody is asking a question. Hold on, oh, I hope this is not a scam. It's on his own, because his followers are not ready. If all of us are not agreeing with him, that means we are all hating on him, which is not true. Let somebody else take over, man. Maka, are you there? Who do we have there? Machiavel? Okay, I think he's taking care of his baby there.
Yeah, I don't think he's here.
So honestly speaking, as we keep coming online, we'll keep asking difficult questions. If you come on this platform and this is not what you want to listen to, we apologize. I told you guys, I will never go the direction Nigerians are heading to, because where they are all heading to is what led us to this place now. There's one language Nigerians often use. You go explain tire. Do you know that is one of the most retrogressive words in Nigerian history?
You can explain tire.
That you go explain tire is a mumu word.
honestly.
Yes, it's an oppressive language.
Yeah, because once somebody told you that in Nigeria, that is actually basically means okay.
Do your worst. Do your worst.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, it's just not. It doesn't mean anything to me.
You go explain Taya is a retrograde, it's an oppressive language. That is what Tinubu used on the election day after they declare him winner. You tell Obi, you go explain, go to court, go explain Taya to court now. Obi go carry paper, Obi go carry document. Obi look the document, finish call, look the door. Obi no even if he explain, case is over.
Honestly.
So they were talking. Peter side, Peter is it Peter side was on Arise TV today, and he was talking about how he was on Arise TV. He was talking about how Edo State election at one party when he checked the IREF, the INEC ref, there's more vote than the registered voters. Okay. And he was asking them, how is it possible that you are having 10,000 when you only register 5,000 people? It doesn't make any sense.
They manufacture more people.
INEC tell and say you go to court. That is, you go explain Taya.
Exactly.
That is exactly you go explain Taya. So we come online and use this language. We don't even understand the repercussion of it. You go explain Taya is a retrogressive language because that means even with all the evidence, the oppression will make you to be explaining yourself. No headway.
Honestly, the situation in Nigeria is actually heartbreaking. But sometimes it's like we've actually given up. Everybody is just like fighting for peace, but no justice. Nobody is fighting for justice. Without knowing that you might not have is once you have justice, the peace will be automatic.
A nation without justice is doomed. And justice can be is a different perspective. Like you will say, okay, this is just, but fairness deserve it. But in a situation whereby the people, when you're asking for justice, like you're asking too much, it's like just let it go, let it slide. We want to move on.
You know,
why
justice is not.
Yeah, we want to move on. I told you guys I'm not going to talk about Afiba and Celine matter again, but I cannot even stop remembering that case because you can see everything was not right, but people want us to move on. Let's forget about it.
Which is almost what is going on now because nobody is talking.
My brother, good evening, sir.
It's a pleasure. Do you still remember me?
Hey, Jasper, how far now?
Yeah, I'm okay. How is everything now?
We thank the Lord, though.
Okay, I've been seeing you and some like some matters going on. Like you know me, I'm not too into like what is happening in Nigeria because
Jasper na musician. You na musician now. Now you the blow music. Nothing do us.
I greet you, bros. Good. Nigerian matter. Anybody will try to think about Nigerian matter, the person will get high blood pressure and problem will be.
Go get gray hair.
You will get gray hair because the more you try, the more they invent new method of corruption, new method of injustice. Everything day in day out, every day the thing they grow in there. So we doubt if Nigeria will ever feed still wake up.
Jasper. I so much like that you joined this platform today because I have not seen you here since Never Luther. You remember Never Luther, our former page?
Yes, of course.
Okay, we are from Never Luther. That was about almost 5 years ago. We've been hanging out together like this. Jasper, tell them what kind of a character of a person I am. You know, say I know the grip, my Costco, you know the grip. I know they go where people they go. You know now, you know the way we argue that time.
Let me say you know the grip. You somebody will get sense. See, what is going to happen? Just imagine, the election was on, even there was the election was on, a lot of things happening. Everything you predicted.
Everything I say. Everything I say.
Everything you predicted came to pass. Everything came to pass.
And Jasper is receiving. You are receiving a call. That's why, yeah.
No. So I said, people like you, government is supposed to make una personal advisors to their what you call, to their government, so as to move forward. Not be some people where they don't know what they do, where they not get any atom of wisdom inside of them to push a nation forward.
They don't have it.
I don't know why. I don't know.
They don't have it.
I don't know why Nigeria government not is spread out to look for citizens who are well versed.
Because I am not. The problem is this. The problem is this here. Let me tell you something. I want to give you a little bit of testimony. During the election, during this last presidential election, the team that we have a big team in the UK that supported Buhari. And when we know that Buhari was going off, after I begin to attack Buhari government, I broke up with that team. So those teams, they finally regroup again. They wanted to support Tinubu. They called me. The first calendar they made in London, they called me to come and be part of the launching, that we are going to meet Tinubu today. I did not go. Those teams went to meet Tinubu. I told them I cannot support Tinubu. Then P2B popped up and I began to support P2B. I said, I cannot see, even though all of my team, all of my people are supporting Tinubu, I cannot see P2B and Tinubu, and I will go and stay online and I say Tinubu for president. No, I don't like P2B. I have videos of me criticizing P2B, but at that particular time, I made the right judgment. I said P2B is not a cent, because when P2B was governor of Anambra State, P2B invested state government money into his private company. It's a fact. And he said it, and he explained that he made profit, but it should not be. So I hold that one against him. But when it comes to the election, I said I'm supporting him. I supported him. He didn't win, or he won, they did not give him. But the people I have in the UK that supported Tinubu, all of them were happy they won the election. Guess what? I couldn't reach out to them anymore because I was in a losing team, but I maintained my dignity. But these people respected me. When Afiba and Celine matter popped up, I was looking how to get to the presidency. I didn't have a way. I was looking for a way how to get to IGO police. I didn't have a way. And I humbled myself. I said, I'm going to contact one of these people I know that currently work in the villa. Top person. I took my phone. I was at the bar. I sent the video of Afiba and Celine to the man. I sent the story to the man. I told the man that I am the Ben. The man said, I've heard about this case. You are Mr. Ben. The man wrote me back at 3 a.m. in the night. You know all these big men. It's 3 in the midnight they walk. In the morning, I woke up, I saw his message. I wrote him back. Do you know what the man told me? The man told me, Mr. Ben, do you have a way to present this to the presidency? I said, not yet. I don't. And I want you to help. You know what he told me? He said, you may be lucky. Give me some time. 45 minutes later, I'm talking about big person. I'm not talking about small person. I'm talking about if this person is big. This person see Mr. President every second. 45 minutes later, this name came back to me and said, I've arranged a meeting between you and IGO police. I guarantee you this, that you should present your case directly to him and ask the question you want to ask. Do you think if I have no integrity, the man would have done that?
No.
Yes, the man knows the kind of person I am, and he knows the relationship we have in the UK.
Yeah, because he has heard much about you, and he already has a part of your profile, because most times people don't know people are watching us, everything we do, how we live our life. People don't know some people are watching us, so as to take record of everything.
I was shocked. I was like, God. I was like, oh, now we now set up a meeting with the IG. The IG sent the PRO. I asked the question I want to ask, because everybody were telling me, Mr. Ben, you are an accomplished, you are part of this problem, you are part of this problem. I said, no, I am not. That was how I got in touch with them, and I presented my case. And that was how they told the IG, you must investigate this case. So, my people, integrity matters. A lot of us don't have it. It matters.
Of course. Like, if you see what is happening to this very dark man now, the reason why a lot of people are there to support him now is from the one he came, he has proven himself like being frank and very transparent enough, you know. So that's the reason why you see people supporting him. Because, you know, if you look at the society of Nigeria, people are craving deeply in the inside of them for justice in the country. But nobody's standing up to represent them. So if anyone stands up and come out and say, and yes, you want to take it upon yourself, genuinely, definitely that person is going to ride on office. Definitely, that's what I see.
My only advice for very dark man is this: he might be entangled. A lot of people are going to test his integrity with money.
Of course.
So he has to be wise.
Yeah.
People are going to test it in different ways. People are going to test it. So every accounting,
politicians are going to come to him.
Every accounting he's making for his charity, he has to keep record of them, because
they will want him to make a mistake that they will use to nail him down.
They will. Me, I tell you this thing, but I'm not going to speak.
Most of the money being sent now, they are all on a verdict. This money they have a plan for sending this money. They're not just sending this money for sending sake.
Thank you.
This money because they expect him
to fail,
make that mistake
and
they've been waiting for.
I am so.
They will nail him and say, "You see, you are not. Your clothes are not just all that white as you claim to be. So join us. Join us in this party of corruption."
Honestly,
I want to thank you guys for joining. Honestly speaking, it's been a pleasure this evening.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Ben.
Jasper, my G.
It's quite a long time. How's the family now?
Well, they are chopping my money. They don't let me. They don't let me breathe. Again, I want to announce to you guys on the comment section at the moment, Isaac is our brother. He based in Dubai. Isaac, unfortunately, lost his mom just yesterday, and Isaac will like us to support him so that he can do the logistic needed. And I've just asked him to drop his account, and I'm going to make a special video and also drop it on there. Anybody who have any support can support. What I do on this platform is this: to live abroad no day easy, because people go to depend on you well. And they tell you something. Nigeria no they smile at anybody at the moment. So if anybody wants to support Isaac, please go ahead and copy the account and drop something for him. Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and all of you guys that contributed. God bless you. Good night.
All right. It's a pleasure. All right, Uncle Ben.
God bless. Thanks.
Bye.
Okay.